Iris, I'm worried about you. Can you let me in now?
Chloe rapped the rhythm with her knuckles against the bedroom door of her flatmate. She had seen neither hide nor hair of Iris for what must have been a week. Go away, Chloe. A voice, barely above a whisper, spoke beyond the flimsy plywood door. I'm not safe, Iris continued.
What the hell are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in.
Chloe twisted the doorknob and put her shoulder into it. With a squeak, the disused door lurched open, pushing aside clothes that had been strewn about on the floor. It was as though a bomb had gone off in the small living space. The room was dark, illuminated only by the light of a PC monitor. The curtains had been drawn shut, judging by the thin deposit of dust. They had remained unopened for some time. Dirty dishes were piled high at Iris' desk, and the floor was more clothes than carpet. Iris sat on her bed, draped in a ratty hoodie, hugging her knees and looking at Chloe with a forlorn expression.
Oh, honey.
No other words came to mind. Chloe's first instinct was comfort.
Oh, honey.
She rushed over to Iris' side, wrapping her arms tightly around the taller girl. Iris uncharacteristically leaned into the hug. She'd always been bad with touch.
Iris, hun, what's up? Talk to me about it.
Chloe held Iris' hand in hers, tracing circles on her palm. Noticed their softness. You wouldn't get it, Chloe. Everything's been easy for you. Emotion was showing in Iris' tone, but Chloe didn't take it personally. She knew Iris just needed to get it out. Iris continues her vent. You've been transitioning since you were 15, for God's sake. You're small and passing, and your family accepts you, and your voice passes. You have girlfriends, and did I mention how fucking pretty you are? It's so unfair. You never understand what it's like to be me. You can't understand. Tears spilled down Iris' cheek, thick and fast. Chloe pulled her in, soothing her sobs. Chloe had taken Iris under her wing not too long ago. The two had met at a local queer event, and something about Iris, the awkward way she stood on the sidelines, the way she seemed uncomfortable in her clothing, and how she towered over everyone else. Naturally, Chloe wanted to help her. It wasn't the first time she'd served as a role model to a newly hatched trans femme, but Iris was different. The rolling storm cloud of her depression hung over her. The downpour was torrential. So Chloe brought an umbrella and stuck by Iris anyway. She got wet at times. That was unavoidable.
Oh, Iris, is that what this is about? I know it sounds hollow, but I promise things get better. It just takes time.
You always say that. Iris cut her off, her voice harsh. Chloe found herself momentarily cowed into silence. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell, but time is your luxury, not mine. Chloe swallowed the lump in her throat.
I know it feels that way, Iris. HRT is amazing, but it'll take a little while before you start seeing all its effects.
That's where you're wrong. I took matters into my own hands and changed my regimen, and it's been working. You were wrong, Chloe. That's when Chloe noticed the first thing. Amongst the mess of the room, buried beneath discarded shirts and crumpled tissues, Chloe spotted the gleam of a needle, and then another, and another. But it wasn't just needles. There were bottles of tablets, tubes of gels and creams, packets of pills.
Iris, what did you do?
Chloe failed to keep the dread from her voice. But I needed to in order to start seeing results. Why can't you be happy for me? Iris' eyes flickered over Chloe's shoulder to her monitor, and her visage darkened. That's not the point. You need to leave. Chloe was flabbergasted.
It's not that I'm not happy for you, Iris. I'm really glad you're seeing results, but is this safe? Surely the side effects must be.
A pained expression flashed across Iris' features. They're not great, and that's why you need to leave. I'm not safe, I told you.
Look, whatever it is, I've probably experienced it at some point too, Iris. Even if it seems embarrassing, you can tell me.
Chloe plastered a smile over her face, trying to reassure her friend.
You know, when I first started hormones, I was super horny for 3 days straight. I got off in the school toilet, so lay it on me. It can't be worse than that.
Chloe's awkward laugh did little to ease the tension. Iris' gaze was distant, fixed on her monitor. You really want to know? Fine. It's fucking with my head, Chloe. Thoughts just appear in my mind, fully formed. They are not me. I need you to understand that, okay? They're not who I am. I don't think that stuff, but the thoughts don't stop. Visions of violence, really bad violence. And there's this bottomless pit of desire, of lust. No matter what I shove in, it never gets any closer of being full. Iris had her head in her hands now, her face obscured as her shoulders heaved. I get myself off to try and make the thoughts stop, anything to make them stop. They don't go away, Chloe. I finish and I'm hornier than when I started. Why don't they go away? I feel like a fucking monster. Chloe leaned in to console her flatmate further, shifting her position and twisting to better hold her close. That's when Chloe noticed the second thing. A video was playing on Iris' monitor, and Chloe had to fight down the bile rising in her throat at the sight of it. A woman, her face blurred, had been beaten red raw, her skin decorated with 1,000 cuts. Her arms and legs had been bound together, and she had been placed in some sort of perspex cube filled with water. Chloe watched, aghast, as the woman thrashed around, her acting incredibly convincing. She jolted back in shock, causing Iris to look up and notice her panic. Oh my God, I know it's awful, but it helps. Even just having it on in the background, it's something to throw into that insatiable void that's opened up inside me. Please don't judge me. You can't hate me more than I hate myself. Iris' voice cracked with emotion, and irrepressible pity welled within Chloe's chest. Despite her struggles, Iris had always been a friend, and it wasn't changing anytime soon.
I don't hate you, Iris. I mean it, but this isn't sustainable. You see that, right? You need to stop this.
Chloe pleaded. No. I can't backslide. I'm not going back. I can't. You understand that, right? How painful taking a step backwards is. Chloe knew this all too well. Nevertheless, in these circumstances, she saw little other choice. No, it can't be done, Iris continued, more to herself at this point. I'll find a way to manage. Maybe it will get better over time. Maybe if I indulge the monster enough, it will get full and leave me alone. Do you know what I mean, Chloe? She had stopped crying now, her tone level and even. In truth, Chloe had absolutely no idea what Iris was talking about, but her gut told her it was better to agree. Thank you for listening. You're such a good listener. Your girlfriends are so lucky to have you. You're so pretty, too. Iris' hand was tracing Chloe's cheek, and she fought her panic. Iris' breath had shifted somewhat. Whilst her gaze was fixed firmly on her face, Chloe wasn't sure if Iris could actually see her. Chloe shifted her weight and only then noticed something hard beneath her thighs. That didn't make sense. Chloe would have noticed if Iris had become hard, unless Chloe was yanked out of her thoughts by a large arm snaking around her waist.
Hey, Iris, I appreciate that you're going through a lot right now, but please let go.
Iris' expression flickered through a dozen emotions in a single second. Upon hearing Chloe's bags, a kind of glee crossed her features before being almost immediately replaced by disgust and then sorrow and sobriety. Her eyes regained their focus and her breathing slowed. She jerked backwards, letting go of Chloe instantaneously and shuffling up to the end of her bed, as far away from Chloe as was possible. Oh my god, you asked me to let go, my first thought. It was hard to tell which girl was more panicked at this point.
Iris, it's okay. You didn't do anything. That's not who you are.
Chloe closed the gap between the two of them once more. Her trust in Iris was absolute. And misplaced. Chloe, I told you to go away. Why didn't you leave me alone? You don't get it. I look at you and I'm trying to see my friend. I promise you I'm trying to see my friend, but you look like porn to me. You talk like porn. You act like porn. Her eyes had become distant once more. Maybe just once. I do it once to prove to myself it's not for me, and then I can't stop thinking about it. Iris' hand had encircled Chloe's wrist, and try as she might, she could not tug herself free.
Do it? What are you talking about, Iris? You're scaring me. Let me go.
Chloe stammered. That glee once more reared its ugly head, except this time it wasn't replaced. I prove I'm not a rapist. That is not who I am. I don't like it. I'll do it, and it'll be settled. It's the only way to make it stop, you understand, right? I'll be gentle, I promise. You're so good to me. The wave of Chloe's panic crested, but it was too late. Iris' body weight pushed her flat against the bed, and she found the other woman's face uncomfortably close to her own, as a hand invaded the privacy of her body. Iris' expression changed one last time. Chloe, please forgive me for this. You're so understanding and kind. You're so good to me. I know you'll forgive me. You've always been so good to me. I just need this one favor, okay? You're such a good girl, and I'm so sorry. The wandering hand didn't stop even as she spoke. Iris stared absent-mindedly at her monitor. Chloe lay unconscious beside her, covered in bruises and leaking her seat. Just looking at her friend this way caused her self-loathing to battle her arousal. Her still hard cock twitched. The bottomless pit within her was no closer to being full. The thoughts hadn't left her mind. Their victim just had a face now. She'd warned Chloe, told her she wasn't safe to be around. Why hadn't she listened? Iris held her head in her hands and cried for all of 5 minutes. Knowing Chloe lay behind her drowned out all other thoughts. Iris breathed an apology to the unconscious girl. Heard only by the night air, she drew back her balled fist. Chloe woke screaming.